Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to mute. Oh, wait, I don't even know if I can mute everybody.
I'll do it.
All right, mute everybody and then I'll unmute myself, please. Okay. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for coming to this meeting virtually. We're so happy we have these means because those of us who are in Connecticut and New England are pretty much snowed in for the most part. So we're so glad that we have this opportunity to come together virtually and have so many people be part of our meeting. I am Abby Silbert, and I'm Executive Regional Vice President, and I have been with Arbonne for about 12 and a half years. I started my journey back in October of 2005, and when I started, I was working in corporate America, and I had a 2.5-year-old little boy, and I had a brand new little girl. I still have them. But I was working a lot of hours and didn't really feel that I could have something added into my life. But Arbonne came into my life in kind of an unusual way. And it was just something that spoke to me. And I decided to take a leap of faith, which turned out to not be such a leap of faith because I loved the products and I loved the business. And I found it really easy to share. So fast forward 12 years, my life is completely different. I'm no longer in corporate America. I have a wonderful Arbonne business and a wonderful balanced life where I'm able to be part of my kids' lives, be part of my husband's life, manage our home, and manage this wonderful business that we have with Arbonne. So I'm thrilled to be able to be part of tonight's meeting and share some of the information with you. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that whoever invited you to listen to this meeting, if you're new or you're a guest tonight, I just want you to understand that they paid you a huge compliment. One of the things that's really, really awesome, and there are many, but one of the things that's really awesome about Arbonne is that we choose the people that we want to work with. So if you were invited to this meeting, it's not like we're just asking everybody on the street. It's someone that we enjoy being with. Someone, you know, the way I judge, it's someone I'd like to have over for coffee. Someone who's well-liked, smart, honest, hardworking, and fun. So if you were invited, you obviously fall into that category. So welcome again. Some of you tonight are going to listen to what we have to say and join our business, and some of you aren't going to be able to sleep tonight when you hear what we talk about, and we apologize for that in advance. We're not just here to talk about our products or our skincare and our nutrition, which are all awesome, but we are here to talk about living a bigger and a better life, and maybe to stir up a little something in your belly. So we thank you for being here. And with that, I am going to turn this over to Executive Regional Vice President Heather Labonte, who's going to share some of our favorite parts of the meeting.
Thanks, Abby. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah? Okay. So I get to do this part. And actually, Abby, can you give me the success line number? That's the one piece that I just realized it chopped off. So what did we do as a whole month?
For the month, we did $166,912. Unbelievable.
That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So backtrack. So my name is Heather Labonte, and I'm an Executive Regional Vice President, like Abby said. And I have been blessed to be a part of the Arbonne community for just about 7.5 years now. And if you would have told me 7.5 years ago that this is what I would be doing with my career, I would have laughed at you. My professional background is actually in information technology. So I sat behind a computer and designed databases for just about 20 years, if you can believe. And yes, I started at the age of 5. So I was a genius. But Arbonne entered my life at a time when I didn't really even consider something like this. We needed some extra income. I was working 2 jobs because my husband had lost his job. So I was doing the 9 to 5 times 2, and he was taking care of our 2 children at the time, who were ages 3 and just about 1.5. So if you're hearing what we talk about tonight and saying, I don't have time, I'm going to tell you that we all definitely have the time to do that. But I am so incredibly grateful because this business turned into something that was a plan B that I never even thought could be a possible outcome like the way it has happened. So very quickly it turned into an opportunity that equaled my income in information technology over just the course of a couple of years. So now this is all I do, and I'm so grateful to be able to share this with you guys. So I get to talk about the recognition, like Abby said, and this is really where we get to love on our teams and everyone that's a part of our Arbonne family. And that's really what we consider everyone who's a part of our team. So thanks, Abby, for giving me that number. So our success line, which is all 4 of our regions together, was $166,912 in volume. So that's what we all sold last month. That's amazing, you guys. We have an army of people that are in qualification for the very first level of management. It's called district manager. And what happens when you become a district manager is you basically are doubling your paycheck. And we say that if you can get to district manager, then you can get to executive national vice president, which is the tippity top of the company, because it's just doing the same thing over and over again and teaching other people how to do it. So got an army of people, like I said, and here we go. In qualification, we have Lisa Hoover, Kathy Hoden, Jackie Surratt, Shannon Tracy, Sarah Summers, Jennifer Losey, Terry Boone, Katie Schrock, Jennifer Duane, Jacqueline Schneider, April Kanata, Ashley Chamberlain, Danielle Hahn, Lydia Hirsch, Karenza Lester, Brianna Waniger, Kimberly Levesque, Haley Narisco, Chelsea Tosh, Brianna Littell, Annie Tongmonivong, hope I said that properly, Kim Ramos, Mandy Guzman, Bridget Onthunk, Kelsey Huey, Jade McNulty, Tori Hoffman, Cecilia Folletti, Kylie Caffery, Jade Brannon, Katrina Van Veldhusen, Jenny Margiowski, Nicole Morales, Krista Di Gioia, I'm sorry, it's Italian, Di Gioia, Sherry Manalga. Can you guys get over that? I feel like that was 100 people. So well done, you guys. That's exciting. And then we have a couple of people that did finish their promotion to district manager last month. And those individuals are Morgan French and Kayla Koss. Congrats, you guys. That's awesome. Now, the next level after that is called area manager. And we say that area managers are smelling the leather because that's just one step away from the free Mercedes that Arbonne gives to you. So in qualification for area manager, we have Christina Schilling. Well done. It's very exciting. And super exciting, the next level up is regional vice president. And when somebody gets halfway to the first step of region, we like to recognize them. And at regional vice president, this is where most people are making their full-time income with Arbonne, because that's when they're also driving that white Mercedes. And in halfway to region for the first time is Kayla Woods. Well done, Kayla. And super exciting. For the first time, we have another person who has gotten halfway to the national vice president level. That's the tippity top level. So Dana Duffy, Dana and her rockin' team have reached halfway to nation. That is super awesome, you guys. Yay! Super exciting. Okay, now we're going to talk about, and there is lots of recognition. We're just highlighting a few areas for you guys. Consultants, that's when you're brand new and you're just starting off. Consultants can earn a bonus of an extra $100 every single month. So here's the group of people that did that last month. Morgan French, Ashley Chamberlain, Annie Tong Monibong, Brianna Littell, Danielle Hahn, Kayla Koss, Kate Schrock, and Sherry Manalga. You guys, well done on that extra bonus you got. As a district manager, you can get an extra $200 in your check, and that's there available every single month. The people that earn their district manager bonus are Carrie Lupoli, Donna Vigliotti, Nicole Martins, Dana Duffy, Kayla Woods, Christina Schilling, Annabelle Manalga, Melissa Celine, Becca Cowie, Lindsay Gustafson, myself, and Katie LeDuc Griffiths. After that, there's at the area manager level, you can earn an extra $400 in your check. And we had some people that earned their area manager bonus last month as well. And those are Abby Silbert, Dana Duffy, and Kayla Woods. Yay! And also at the regional vice president level, you can earn an extra $600 bonus. And Dana Duffy rocked it with her $600 region bonus. So yay for that. We also recognize the very top district manager from each of our 4 regions. And these are the people that hold the title of district manager. So those 4 people are Carrie Lupoli, Katie LeDuc Griffiths, Christina Schilling, and Annabelle Manalga. Our top area managers for all of the regions were Nicole Martins and Kayla Woods. We have another incentive called It's in the Bag. And for those of you guys who are guests, we kind of like to give presents out a lot to our team. So as they achieve goals along the way, they get some gifts from us. And we had 2 new achievers. Kayla Woods hit the level of 40 and Becca Cowie hit 20. That's so awesome, you guys. And the last piece of recognition that we're going to share tonight is Arbonne puts together and offers an incentive trip every single year. On this trip, people are working on, this year, working on a trip to Jamaica. And we have 3 people who have hit levels for that already. Kayla Woods hit level 2. Donna Urice is at level 1, and Dana Duffy is also at level 2. So that's awesome. Can't wait for everybody to get on that trip. It's my privilege to pass this over to Regional Vice President Dana Duffy, where she's going to share with you guys what is this all about and what do we do and how is this all coming together. So Miss Dana, all you.
Hey guys. Thank you, Heather. That list was incredible. I cannot believe it. I can't get over it. I also can't get over how many people are tuning in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. This is massive. I'm so excited to see all these faces. If you want to show your face, it's okay. We don't mind seeing it. We actually love that. We are going to go through the opportunity portion of this, but right before I do that, so I've actually been with Arbonne for 5 years. I actually saw on Facebook today that 5 years ago today I received my independent consultant starter kit. Wow, I can't believe it. It's been 5 years, but prior to Arbonne, I was a gifted and talented teacher. I worked in Hartford. I had a master's degree and I worked actually year round. I worked all through the summer. Our school was summer school as well as regular school year. I know that sounds crazy. I love my students, but it was a very stressful environment. And needless to say, when I was pregnant with my son, I was going through a lot in terms of our family was struggling with some health things. I was super stressed at work. I literally could not wait to go on my maternity leave. I went on my maternity leave. I resigned from my position from teaching, thinking what am I gonna do? We didn't know how we were gonna make ends meet. Although we did really want me to stay home with our son. I was introduced to the Arbonne products about 3 weeks into my maternity leave when my son was 3 weeks old. Am I My connection is bad. Can you guys, am
A
I
little
good?
bit. It keeps coming in and out.
Okay. There's nothing I can do about that. I'll do my best. So I was introduced to the baby line when my son was 3 weeks old. And needless to say, I was excited about, I might have to just pause this for a second, guys, until I can find a better connection. Can you guys bear with me for a second? I'm actually going to run down to the playroom, which is where the best connection is. Hold on just a second so I don't jumble your brains. I'm going to pause my video. Hold on.
You know, that's okay, because I actually like that this shows you can
No
work a
connection, they
business
can't
in
hear
real
anything.
life. It's like
Woo!
not a big deal. I was the one who was lucky to meet Dana when her son was a newborn, and I was just super impressed that she was actually out of the house when he was only a few weeks old. So it's a fun story.
I'm in the playroom. Thank you, guys. This is where our best connection is. We live in a really old house, and it's super hard to get internet anywhere like beyond 10 feet from our router. So impromptu, now I'm on my knees in the playroom, but thank you guys. So anyway, like Heather said, I was introduced to the business when my son was 3 weeks old. Well, actually I was introduced to the products. I fell in love with the products, and I thought to myself, like, wow, I just love these products. And I'll be honest, when I was introduced to business, I was super hesitant because I thought to myself that this could not possibly be something that could provide for our family. And Heather actually sent me a message this morning. She's like, hey, paychecks hit. And I was like, oh, really? So I went and checked, and I was like, literally mind blown. I honestly never thought that this could be something that could really provide for us, but it well has, and I'm super blessed to be able to share this business with you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a screen share so you guys can see what I am going to talk to you about. So here we go. Okay. So here is our Arbonne opportunity. Okay. So Arbonne is an amazing company. We've been around for a long time. When people are first introduced to this business, typically it's for a couple of different reasons, whether it's for improving your health, maybe you want to be your own boss. A lot of people want to make a little extra income. And some people realize a little bit further down the line that this is also about changing people's lives. And you kind of don't see that until you're in it for a little while. And then you realize there's so much more to this than just amazing, beneficial personal care products. It's a life-changing, life-altering, honestly, company. So like I said, we've been around for a long time. We've actually been around for close to 40 years. And I learned recently that most network marketing companies, there are actually only 60 network marketing companies that have been around for 10 or more years. So the fact that we have been around for almost 40 years is so amazing. We have cutting edge research and development, and we actually use our Swiss formulation, which means we follow the UK standards. In the UK, they have standards that are just like they far surpass what's available here in the United States. And actually ban, I think it's close to 1,400 different ingredients that they're not allowed to put in any of their personal care products, nutrition products, or makeup. And here in the United States, it's like a whopping 10. So we really appreciate the fact that we follow those standards and provide a power-packed product that is going to deliver results literally from head to toe, inside and out. We're currently in 7 countries. We're in the United States, Canada, Australia, Poland, New Zealand, the UK, and Taiwan. So still really, really, really ground floor. And I think I read most recently that we have less than 5% brand awareness. So less than 5% of our population knows what Arbonne is. So that is really amazing from the business standpoint, because we're literally introducing these amazing products to every single person we meet. It's very rare that I go into an event and more than 1 or 2 people know what Arbonne is. So when first introduced to Arbonne itself, most people are drawn to the fact that we have such amazing product standards. We are botanically based. We formulate without mineral oils. We also formulate without parabens. Those are two things that I would love you guys to just Google a little bit later on and learn a little bit more about why they're so not good for you and why it's good that we do not have them. Everything is pH correct and hypoallergenic. We formulate without sugars. Artificial sugars, sorry. We formulate without gluten and GMOs. We are vegan certified. We're also kosher certified. And we have no animal products or byproducts. We never test on animals. And we have no artificial dyes or fragrances. And people tell me all the time, they're like, you have this like long list of things that aren't in your products. What is in your products? And I say to them, you know what? It's either the fruit, the plant of some kind, the seed, the root, the leaf, some part of the plant. All of our products are botanically based. Botanicals means plant. And they're really, 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 like I said before, results driven. So I really highly appreciate the fact that we have all of these certifications. Actually, just obtaining one of those certifications takes a massive amount of effort and time, and it's really hard to do. So the fact that we have so many different certifications really puts Arbonne above and beyond a lot of product brands that are out there. So we are pure, safe, and beneficial. That is our motto. We actually have over 450 products, and next month when we go to GTC, our global training conference, we will be introducing some new product lines as well, which we do not know quite yet what they are. We have nutrition, sports nutrition, we have detox and spa products. We have 7 different skincare lines ranging from infancy to elderly and everything in between. We can hit on those teenagers, we can hit the men as well because we have a great men's line. And honestly, our skincare is just, it's incredible. Our skincare is our flagship product. We also have bath and body products, cosmetics, and hair care as well. So honestly, if you have hair or skin, you can be a client of ours. And even if you don't have hair, hopefully you still have skin, but you also have a digestive system. And so really when we're introducing this product, we really are not limited to anything. Like we're not limited at all. Every single person can be a client of ours. And I think that as we become bigger and better, that's going to be a soon to be thing. We're going to be a household name. I'm pretty sure of that. Okay, so moving on. We're going to talk a little bit about what network marketing is and what it is not. Network marketing, honestly, guys, is just word of mouth advertising. Sometimes I like to talk to people a little bit before doing this presentation because I like to talk to them about maybe a blouse that they have, they're wearing, or shoes that they have, or what they had for dinner. Because as soon as they start to talk to me about that, guess what they're doing? They're recommending a product or a service that they have just received. And that basically is what we do. We recommend things on a daily basis. Like, for instance, you get a good meal at a restaurant down the street. I'm trying to think of something that's local here that maybe some people would know. Maybe Market Grill, okay? Or maybe there's a great shoe sale. We recommend those things all the time. But if I went to those places based on somebody's recommendation, and I said, you know what, hey, Kayla recommended that I come here, they're going to be like, that's great. They're not going to call Kayla and be like, Kayla, you know what? Your friend Dana came and, she spent $50 on her meal with her friends. And thank you so much for sending here. We're going to send you a little check. That doesn't happen, but that does happen in our business. When we recommend products to people and they go to our website and they get everything delivered right to them, we get compensated for that because we are the brand ambassadors for Arbonne. It is our job to spread the brand awareness. And instead of all of the middlemen in traditional retail, like the wholesaler, the warehouser, the advertiser, and the retailer, we are that for them. But guess what? We don't have any extra work. Arbonne is really great about providing materials and resources and training that is at our fingertips, and they make it super easy for us to spread this brand. And even though those arrows point to the independent consultant, the only things that are coming to my house are things that I'm personally consuming. Everything else goes straight to the consumer. And I'll have you know that network marketing is not on trial anymore, okay? It used to be this thing where people were like, oh, that's so out of the box. I'm not really sure about that. I don't know if I can do something like that. It makes me uncomfortable. But guess what, guys? Network marketing is being taught and not only the college level, but the high school level and the middle school level, even as a viable source of income and a career option for people. They want children, they want, young adults, they want people that are pursuing careers to realize that it's not just about spending 4 years to get super broke, to spend it in 40 years of a career, to then maybe potentially retire and not really have enough to live off of. They want people to realize that there is other option out there, and network marketing is that. Okay, so we all know that there's thousands of network marketing companies out there. I mean, literally thousands of them. Okay. So I think I heard recently that Arbonne is actually in the very, very tippity top of like the best ones out there. I have to find that exact number there, but we're one of the best, let's just say. Okay. Why would you choose Arbonne over something else? Well, here's a little bit about Arbonne is one of the reasons why I looked into it. And when I was first presented with this business, like I said, I wasn't too sure, but I quickly learned by going over a couple of these key factors that this was going to be a perfect fit for us. And it was going to be a perfect fit for a lot of people that I was going to meet in my daily routine. So consumable products. Now, what that means is that our products run out, even though they last a really long time. For instance, our skincare line, like the anti-aging skincare line, lasts about 6 months. The things last a really long time, but they do run out. And the benefit of that is that people become hooked on the products. And because guess what? They provide the most amazing results. So when people are reordering their products, you're going to get those repeat sales and the residual income in your pocket. For instance, like my necklace is actually from a network marketing company. You can't see it. I'm holding it. Well, maybe you can if you're on the little videos. I don't know if you can see it. The screen share thing is kind of funny to me. But my necklace is from a network marketing company. Now, my necklace is never going to run out. I don't have to call Susie Q and be like, hey, you know what? My necklace ran out. I need a new one. But my vitamins and my shampoo and my amazing mascara are going to run out. And when they do run out, I get to purchase them again and I get them delivered to my doorstep. So I hope you get the whole consumable products thing. It's kind of a huge aspect. Marketplace demand. Okay, guys, let's be honest. We literally cannot go anywhere without seeing some sort of advertisement for health and wellness. It is all around us. The marketplace demand actually for that is so booming. I think it's actually close to a $20 billion industry right now. And we have that at our fingertips. Literally, our fingertips. It was a snow day, not gonna lie. Stayed in bed until roughly 10 o'clock. And I worked my business from my fingertips with my cell phone, okay? The demand for health and wellness is huge. So the fact that we have that virtually available to us is so enormous. Okay, I really can't even put like the right words to it. And it's not going to go anywhere. People aren't going to wake up tomorrow and be like, you know what? I actually do want wrinkles. Or they're going to go through our 30-day program, our healthy living program, and say, you know what? That was great. I feel awesome, but I'm going to take the 15 pounds back. Nobody's going to wake up tomorrow and say that. So the demand for health and wellness is not going anywhere. So you guys are in a really amazing spot to have that available to you. Okay, timing and trends. This kind of refers back to when I talked about how amazing our products are. The fact that we have been ahead of the game. We've been vegan since day one. We've been gluten-free since day one. We've been, formulating without artificial sugars since day one. All of these things we saw as a trend way before it was even going to happen. It wasn't like we sat back and said, you know what, we're going to let the other companies set those trends for us or follow them or figure them out, and then we're going to jump on the bandwagon. No, we were on the bandwagon way before it, and we were crunchy before it was even cool to be crunchy. I mean, nobody even knew what gluten was 15 years ago, right? I certainly didn't. I mean, I obsessed over gluten 15 years ago. It was my best friend, and now it's my enemy because I realize how awful it is for me. So the fact that we are going to be consistently ahead of the trends and always set that standard is going to be amazing. I think we're going to do it first, and we're going to do our best to be best at it. And then this is probably the piece that Abby was referring to when she said that we're going to not sleep at night if you really wrap your brain around the aspect of time leveraging. So Arbonne is really, really, really generous. They actually compensate you to train and teach other people to do exactly what you do. Okay. So when you start to build a team, I'm just looking at the people that are like on the side over here. My images, I see Heather and I see Kayla. So if I was going to teach Heather and Kayla how to do exactly what I'm going to do, Arbonne every single month says to me, you know what, thank you so much for teaching and training them to do that. Here's your thank you check. Okay. So let's say that you're working let's put 10 hours of work a week on your little Arbonne calendar. And a lot of consultants work between 10 and 15, but we'll use 10 because it's really round. You're going to work your 10 hours of work a week, and then you're going to teach and train that to some people. And whoever you teach it to, it doesn't really matter, but let's just say you teach it to 4 people. Okay, so you're working your 10 hours and they're each working their 10 hours. Now, Arbonne's saying, thank you so much for teaching and training them. They're going to compensate you for 50 hours. And as your team starts to do that as well, obviously they're going to be compensated accordingly. Okay, so you can see that it starts to expand to the point where you don't even have that many hours in the day or the week or the year or the month as your team starts to grow. All right, so that is going to keep you up at night if you really understand it. And if you don't quite understand it, feel free to ask questions because we're here for that as well. All right, let's move on. Show me the money, right? How much money can you make? Not going to lie. When Heather presented this business to me, I flipped the paper straight over and I was like, how much money can I make and how long is it going to take me to do that? And I just remember that so vividly because we needed it. We needed it. We went from 2 significant incomes down to 1, and we wanted a plan that could help our family, continue to make ends meet and not be stressed out. So she said, okay, well, Dana, the first level is district manager, and most people promote to district manager in their first 30 to 60 days. And actually at that time, Heather was a district manager, so I knew that she was telling me the truth. She said most people, earn between $200 and $1,000 a month. And I said, okay, I'll go with that because that's all I ever really wanted. I wanted about $500 a month in our bank account just to be that sweet little buffer. So district manager is that first level. The next level is area manager, and then your business becomes willable to your family. So if anything happens to you, you can actually write it straight into your will that for generations, your family can still receive your paycheck. And when you're making about $1,000 to $4,000 a month, I think your family's going to appreciate that. They're going to want that to keep coming into the household. I don't know about you, but people typically promote to area manager in between 3 and 12 months. I always share my personal experience because I want people to know, what the real thing is, but I actually did it in 13 months. So I'm even outside that spectrum, but I've seen people do it as quickly as 3. The next level is regional vice president, and that's where you get to drive the company car. It happens to be a white Mercedes. You can choose whichever one you want. It just has to be white, and it has to be a Mercedes, but I'm pretty sure no one's complaining about that. The 4 of us RVPs on the call right now, we all have kiddos, so we all have an SUV. But I have a lot of friends who have the Mercedes and they have convertibles or coupes or whatever they want because you pick what fits your needs. The average income for regional vice presidents is between $4,000 and $10,000 and up per month. Whoa, whoa, guys, that's 6-figure income right there. That's awesome. Regional vice president. People typically get to regional vice president in 1 to 3 years. Guys, that's part-time for 1 to 3 years. Why not? Why not just give it a try? I kind of get hung up on that, but really our pinnacle level is what's super amazing because you not only can change your family's lives and the families around you, but you can change the world with this. You still have your free white Mercedes. You actually get more money every single month. I know that's crazy, but you do. And the starting income for a national vice president, sit down if you're not, because every time I hear this, I want to be like, what? The average income for a national vice president starting is $20,000 a month. Okay. Now I know that if you really committed to it, you could work this business in the nooks and crannies of your day, 10 to 15 hours a week for 3 to 5 years, because most people promote to national vice president in 3 to 5 years, guys. And when Heather told me that, I said, you know what? In 5 years, I will reassess where this business has taken me. Because in 3 to 5 years, I knew that baby I just had would probably be in some sort of full-time program. And if I wasn't happy where the business had taken me, then I would have to go back to work if I wasn't happy, right? But guess what, guys? 5 years today, I received that box. That box changed my life. I am not going back to anything. People ask me all the time, Dana, you ever going to go back to teaching? And I say, no way would I go back to teaching. I have a stress-free life, minus, crazy toddlers. I have an income I can never even imagine. The people that I have met through this have literally altered every aspect of my life. There's not one person on my team. Actually, there's 2 people. So Kathy and Diane are the only people I knew before Arbonne. But these people on my team are my best friends. Okay, so that's one thing that I can never put a price tag on. Okay, so we ask you one last question on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being that, wow, Dana, you know what? This sounds amazing. The company sounds like a great company and a great brand. I'm really interested in getting some products at a discount right now and testing the waters out with that. That's cool. We're going to love you right there. Okay. And 5, the other side of the spectrum is, Dana, everything you just said sounds amazing. This company and brand sounds fantastic, but I'm ready to build a business. I'm ready for that. I'm ready to commit, be dedicated, and be coachable and see where this can take me. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 5, where do you see yourself? Honestly, like I said, no matter where you are, we are happy with that. Okay? I really hope that this was powerful and meaningful to you guys. I'm going to stop my screen share here just so you guys can see me in my playroom. Thank you so much for getting on here. I don't know, Abby, do you have any sort of closing notes that you want to comment on?
I thought that was great, Dana. Really, really impactful. And I agree with everything that Dana says. I've been in this business for 12 and a half years, and everyone has a different journey. And what's great about it is it's your own journey, and you benefit in so many ways. I mean, the PowerPoint or the presentation that Dana just showed you is kind of the nuts and bolts of the business, but there are things that you can't even imagine that this business brings to you. She mentioned the friendships, the personal growth, the relationships you develop in every aspect of your life, just wonderful, wonderful things that you can't put a price tag on, and you really can't put them in a presentation because they're hard to explain on paper. But it is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. And if you tuned in today, something tugged at you to learn a little bit more. So I really encourage you to get with the person who contacted you or one of the VPs on this call, and we'll be glad to tell you a little bit more about what we do and how our journey has been and how wonderful this can be for you. So with that, unless anyone has anything else, I'd like to say thank you for tuning in. If you're in the Northeast, stay safe and warm, and we look forward to seeing you or talking to you soon. So thank you.
Thanks, Abby. Thanks,
Good
Dana.
night, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Annabelle, you got your lights back.
I did.
Yay.
I was falling asleep. Good thing.
Good
Bye,
thing.
guys. Thank you.
Mom, don't worry. I took a screenshot of you.
That's one
Thanks,
of
Cher.
our members who's in college. So anyone, we have all kinds of different age ranges in this group. So I can see that she's in her dorm room listening to this call.
Yep, I
Yeah.
am.
She had a few people on too, I think.